Shalom, Israel. And when I mean Israel, I'm talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down again this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General YAHANNA is putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheridan in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
It's about time, send the person to them enemies.
Shalom. It's that time again, Israel. It's the Lord's 54th annual Passover in North Carolina.
Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do. Huh?
The I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA will be hosting the Lord's 54th annual Passover in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Convention Center. This is something that you do not want to miss. Make sure that y'all bring the entire family.
Oh, you think I'm bullshitting? Wait till I get with you. If I gotta go to ground, I'ma shut the town down. I ain't about to stop until I hit sand down. All you gonna see is a lot of men down.
The Downtown Raleigh Convention Center. For Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Go to ISUPK.com to purchase your tickets today. $200 per every adult over the age of 17 years old.
We are not the same. No, we not related. No, I'm not stuck on lit. Death is a vacation. My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clout.
The Lord's 54th annual Passover, April the 1st, is coming down to Raleigh, North Carolina. Commander General YAHANNA has done it again. You don't want to miss this. Pull yourself. Pull yourself.
Shalom Israel. This is a public service announcement to all the sisters out there. Y'all already know what time it is. Them Passover corsages is blooming absolutely right this year. If you a married sister, rock that red corsage. For all the single sisters out there, the white corsage was made just for you. Stop playing. You cannot be Passover ready without rocking one of these. Just $10 to complete that fit for the Lord's 54th annual Passover. Pre-order yours now. Click the link below for more info. For just $10, I got a feeling that this is just the right batch of flowers to have you looking on point and official. Sisters, make it your business to get you one. We hope to see you there. Shalom, Israel. So I spit choo-choo, I take the whole thing. Taking my style, I'm far from a language, just help me put it down, baby. See you on the road, can get around in my coupe, me and you, we just cruising through the town lately. Ask me some questions, girl, do you mind? What would it take to make you mine, please? Told me be you, and we can try. So I spit choo-choo, I take the whole thing. Taking my style, I'm far from a language, just help me put it. Oh yeah, it's going down. Join us for this year's All Black Party, hosted by Commanding General YAHANNA and the I.S.U.P.K. This year, it's going down in Durham, North Carolina at the Durham Armory. Last year, brothers and sisters came out from all over the world. It was a packed house to celebrate the 2022 Hebrew Academy graduates. These brothers faced life and death, and as a result, they were honored on this night for their sacrifice and their victory at the gauntlet. But wait, this year it's going down. There will be a Hebrew concert featuring Captain Akai, 144 the Rebel, King Ty, Captain Ty Ward, Lost Tribe, Captain Katazai, I Won Your Allah, also known as Dopey, and Officer Natazai, U.P.K. Natazai, and much more. It's going to be an open bar. Make sure that you get your tickets. It's going down this year, 2023, the 54th annual Passover and the annual All Black Party, hosted by Commanding General YAHANNA and I.S.U.P.K. Still blessed and still we rise.
I'm saying, guys, bear with us just a moment. Bear with us. Salakia.
Hey man, hey man.
Hey, Shalom, Captain. How about you, Master?
Hey, what's up?
What's going on, sir?
Ain't nothing, man. I looked. Me and Young Mark sat down at the same time, man. How the hell we playing that? We couldn't have planned that shit. We couldn't have done it if we planned it.
Damn right, right on time. What's going on? What's going on, y'all, Mark?
Hey, Shalom on Christ. What's the word?
Not much, bro. You already know what it is, man. We back at it. You know what I'm saying? Chain Breakers Podcast, episode number 27, man. Let's, you know what I'm saying, give a hand for that. 27th episode of the Chain Breakers Podcast, brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? Been teaching the truth of the Bible since 1969 that so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Indians are the true Jews, the true Israelites of the Bible. You understand? And as we've been commissioned by you know what I'm saying, by Commander General Yohanna under Christ, under the Most High, to do this work as priests and prophets. This show is just one of many podcast radio shows, just different, entities that we use to push that truth. And specifically on this show, what we try to do is, as Captain Yagarwab says so eloquently, man, we break those mental chains. The mental chains are worse than the physical chains. You understand? And our people are really, really caught up in those mental chains. And every single week, you know what I'm saying, we try to just do a little bit more to get those chains off of the people. If I could, before I get into, the show, I want to shout out to Officer 500 YAHANNA, who's, you know what I'm saying, out there in Snow Hill, breaking the chains of the people out there in Snow Hill. You went out there to see, you know what I'm saying, to do some groundwork at a black museum. You know what I'm saying? Spoke to Miss Joanne, I believe, correct?
Yeah, Miss Joanne, a director of a few things out here, but not even just her, but even that the Greene County Advance and Equity,
Right.
council that they have out here in Snow Hill. We found out that there's a few people out here in these areas that's trying to push, for black morality, but they just don't have the manpower to get the job done, which is where Commander General Yohanna comes in with the Israelite School of U.P.K.
Damn right. Damn right. We might be able to, at the end of this show, we're gonna play a little clip, if I can, of some of the work that they did out there, speaking to the sister Joanne, and with the council that they have out there, to show, some of those smaller towns, sometimes don't get the recognition and don't get, people don't kind of see, what's going on in those places again, because they're smaller towns. But a lot of times there's a lot of history in those towns, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, trying to do a little something to bring awareness to the condition of black people, you know what I mean? But sometimes it's going to take some brothers, like Officer Yarmark said, with the manpower, and more importantly, who have the truth, you know what I'm saying, under Commander General Yohanna, to kind of bring these things to light. So I just wanted to shout you out for that. But this is the Chainbreakers podcast, man, and I cannot do it without first and foremost shouting out my Ottawa, you know what I'm saying, the man bringing the heavy metal, the man with the garments, the man with the headpieces and the head wraps and all of that, man. Shout out to Captain of 10,000, Yagarwap, you know what I'm saying, holding it down out there in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Damn right. And y'all, of course, know my brother, Officer 400 Yard Mock. Just gave him that shout out. We also will be joined by Officer 1,000 Kowal, but I know he did speak to me. He's having issues with his phone. He had to go get his phone fixed, so he should be on shortly. You know what I'm saying, if possible. But of course, before we get into today's topics, I wanted to see if any of my brothers, my Ottawa, wanted to bring something out before we get started. Cap, did you have something, sir?
Nah. We can go and jump in.
Come on, sir.
Yeah,
come on. What about you, Yarmak? So we're gonna get right into it, man. And as you know, I get more and more into the show. Our format, we try to formulate things and you know what I'm saying, just try to get things sharper, get things better. And so we kind of got a little groove going. And so I want to start out with a story here. I always like to start out with the more, it's like nothing is funny, but some things are just kind of funny, if I could. All right. So I want to start with this one first. I got two ones that I want to go into first. But who did anybody see Chris Rock's stand up?
I didn't see all of it. I saw some of it. I saw bits and pieces of it. I didn't see all of it though. Okay, what about you, Yarma? You catch any of that?
Yeah, I seen it.
Okay, I did not see it. I have I didn't see it. So y'all gonna have to help me out. But I guess the big news that everybody's talking about is the fact that Chris Rock finally addressed, well, I guess what they call the slap. Like I think that's like the official name for it. You know what I'm saying? So Chris Rock finally addressed the slap. And for me, being someone who didn't see the special, I thought this was funny. All right, so let me just share this real quick, Barbecue Shop. Y'all let me know if what he said. I saw another article that said, did he go too far? It says, let me get this out the way. It says, here's the alleged reason why Will Smith didn't watch Chris Rock's Selective Outrage special. A report claims that Smith is hurt and embarrassed by what Rock said. So Will Smith didn't watch the special because he was hurt and embarrassed. That's some interesting words to use
Yeah,
in
it
this
sound
situation.
like he watched it.
Yeah, yeah, come.
It sounds like he watched it, and for him to say, or for someone to
Yeah,
say that he's hurt and embarrassed, you know what? You would almost think that somebody went up on a stage and slapped him in front of millions of people. That's just what you might think happened, but that, of course, is not what happened. He's responding to someone who he slapped, and he's hurt and embarrassed by the words they've chosen to describe this slap. This is according to a report by Entertainment Tonight. Will Smith has allegedly refused to watch Chris Rock's latest stand-up Netflix special, Selective Outrage. In it, Rock continues to degrade Jada Pinkett Smith, which is the
yeah,
same behavior that got him slapped by Will at last year's Oscars
yeah.
in the first place. Now, of course, I got to tell you, this is from The Root, and The Root is known for having these, how do I say it, these very selective writers. You know what I mean? They have a certain agenda. But here we go. This is during the 1 hour show. He called Jada a predator after he insisted she was the sole party responsible for their one-sided beef. Here's a quote. Years ago, Will's wife said I should quit the Oscars. I shouldn't host because her man didn't get nominated for a concussion. And then he gives me a effing concussion, Rock said. That's how it is. She starts it, I finish it, okay? That's what the F happened. Nobody's picking on this B word. He added, an insider told ET that Will won't see Selective Outrage because it stirs up strong emotions. I'm going to read this quote and then I'm going to let y'all tell me how you feel about it. This is a quote. It says, Will is embarrassed and hurt by what Chris said about him and his family in his Netflix special. He didn't watch it, but he had people tell him what Chris said. It's everywhere when you look online and on social media. So Will and Jada have seen comments about it. So, excuse me, one more. The person then told Entertainment Tonight, Will apologized to Chris and would like for Chris to let it go. Will has worked on himself and he is banned by the Oscars for 10 years. He feels like that's enough and wants Chris to move on so that he and everyone else can too. Well, Cap, I guess there you have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Will says that Chris should get over it. He should move on. What's your take on it, sir?
Yeah, well, I think everybody got over it, but then Chris Rock brought it back up. You know,
Oh God.
you know, it's crazy though because it's like you know, it's Will is very emotional.
That's right.
Will is and he showed he's emotional, you know, but his, you know, Jada is, you know, make that nigga crazy.
That's right.
Jada makes him crazy, and you know what I'm saying. So he took his frustration out on Chris.
Damn right.
You know, with the slap, he took his frustration out on Will. You know, that's I mean on Chris. That's what it's really about. You know what I'm saying. He wanted to slap her. You know, his anger slapping Chris, he wanted to slap her.
That's right.
You know, but he's just not. You know, Hollywood and all that shit makes you like a little wussy.
Right.
Under your woman, you know. But on Chris' part, Chris Rock is a comedian. He's a comedian. So you know he's gonna come back on you with some stuff. You know, he's a comedian, he's a good comedian too. So he's gonna come back with some shit. You better believe he's gonna come back with something. He's gonna embarrass you. You know, he can embarrass you, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, Chris did his job.
That's right.
He did a job coming back as a comedian and crack jokes on it, you know, and go hard jokes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And make him feel worse about it, you know? So and just like your Mark said, it's like Will saw the video. You know, it's real embarrassing now. You know, now that video come out and now the show come out and goddamn, what can he do?
Right.
What can he do? You know what I'm saying? If he come and do something else to Chris, I mean, Chris is going to go and Chris is going to go and, you know, who knows? Chris might go to the police and say, hey, you know, I want to nigga locked up, or nigga give me some money, you know, something like that, you know, because Hollywood don't pay forever. You know, especially to a black man, Hollywood don't pay forever. So Chris might be saying, yeah, you're going to give me some of the millions. You know, I want some millions. I want some money. You know, you do something to me again, you know, so. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a messed up situation, you know, for black people, you know, stuff to go through.
Right.
To go through this type, you know, it's kind of messed up, you know, seeing this type of stuff. Yeah, okay. To go through this stuff, you know, it's kind of messed up. You know what I'm saying? We got to, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's funny, because Chris is a comedian. He come out and make you laugh, but it's like it's some true shit he's saying.
Come on, sir.
And he's dropping some heavy metal on it, to just really to make the nigga feel bad, to make Will feel bad.
Come on, sir.
To really make him feel bad,
right
So it's like, it's really like, it's really messed up. On both sides, you know what I'm saying? But Will got to learn to just, stop being so goddamn emotional and shit,
That's right.
The broad is going to, and he need, we all them blacks in Hollywood need the truth anyway,
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They need some precepts. They need some precepts to help them, man. They can't, you know what I'm saying? The shit is like ridiculous,
Okay.
But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? But it's, man, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
After looking at a whole lot of shit, man, I'm 50-something years old, you know what I'm saying? And I was some bullshit.
I ain't know.
I was, on all the way around, you know what I'm saying? But I can't fault Chris Rock because he's a comedian.
Right.
He's a comedian and he's going to come back, and that's his way of coming back. And Chris, when you know Chris Rock's story, he was bullied, by white people.
Mm-hmm.
He was bullied by white people. It's funny because my grandsons, they like watching that Everybody Hates Chris.
Right.
So when you know his story and he's showing us when he was in school and stuff, he was bullied by white people.
Mm.
He was bullied by white people. It's a terrible, I can't even, I look at it like it make you sniggle a little bit, but then you think about it, damn, that's some messed up stuff. He was bullied by white people, you know what I'm saying? So he had a rough, upcoming,
Okay.
And, so like I said, for Will to do that to him, he was picking on the dude smaller than him, you know what I'm saying? And he's going to pick on dude that he knew wasn't going to fight him back.
Right.
Come on, he was looking at him as like Pookie. He know Pookie not going to fight him back. Pookie don't have no hands. Pookie not going to fight him back, So he ain't going to slap Pookie, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't even slap no other comedian, but he slapped Pookie, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So that's wrong, man. Go ahead, how you yield, man.
That's a damn shame, Cap. And that's what you're saying, man. Because really, to take to two black men, you know what I'm saying? To do that to another black man in that situation, all because, and I'm gonna let y'all mock. I know he got something to say on the book. All because, you know what I mean? Like you have
you're laughing already.
you got whatever issues with your woman that you can't, you're insecure about, or that you can't handle, or whatever the case may be. And you take it out on this brother, and then the brother, he ain't say nothing this whole time. He has not said anything.
Yeah.
And he finally uses this embarrassing moment that happened to him, and and turns it into, at least in some ways, a positive. Because you know how it is as a black man. You already have certain forces, to where as a black man, no black man wants to be played in public. You know what I mean, and certainly to be punked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. You don't want to be punked in public, man. And to have that happen, I don't know if is Chris Rock married. I'm not sure if he's married. Is he married?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure if he's married. But who knows, man? If he's married, his wife might have been in the crowd. His girl might have been. He got kids.
Yeah.
His kids watched another grown man slap their father in front of the public, and now he's not even allowed to turn it into some comedy.
And Salaki Thabo, he might have had some women that were sweet on him.
That's what
you might have some women that were sweet on him, want to get with him, and you let a nigga come and slap you in the damn Grammys or whatever. And a nigga come and slap you, and you just, boy, good Lord, fight, do something, trip him up, tackle him. Do something, man. Damn, but you're right. He got punked.
Right, it's bad. Like, it's messed up. So I think that at the very least, you should be able to use it. But Yarmak, I mean, is there anything that you think concerning Will being embarrassed and he's so upset that Chris just won't let him go?
Will Smith need to beat Chris Rock ass. They need to put on the gloves and go toe to toe. That's what need to happen. That's all. Look, take it to the streets. Ain't Will Smith from Philly? He need to go back. He need to go back to his Philly roots, man.
Yeah.
Need to stop all that damn crying. Look, man, his wife is a hoe. That's it. That's all, man.
Hey, that's it.
Look,
That's it. That's it.
If Kanye West got to deal with it, you got to deal with it too, nigga. You better go hide in some bushes or something.
That's right.
You understand? Like, hey, some things is what they say unforgivable.
Mhm.
God.
How do you sleep with your son's best friend?
Mm.
How do you do such a thing?
Oh.
And then expect a man who you publicly embarrass to not combat you in his own realm. You
Yeah.
understand? Like Chris Rock right now, Will Smith took it to the streets. He went up there and smacked him. Chris Rock is taking it to Hollywood, but that's his realm. That's what he do.
That's right.
He's a comedian, man. So it's almost as expected, man, especially, and again, when you don't have the truth. When you don't have men like Commander General YAHANNA, you understand, leading you and teaching you how to live, you don't understand how to resolve certain conflicts. Like in here, that brother, of course, they would have had to go to each other, man, and they would have had to go to council.
That's right.
And I'm almost for certain, I'm almost 100% certain that Will Smith would have had to sacrifice something for what he did to Chris Rock. That they could come to some kind of amends, because regardless of what happened, the most important thing is that brotherhood continues.
That's right.
In the world, we ain't taught that. In the world, we taught, it just is what it is. They can handle it the way they want to handle it.
Yeah.
And so since we're dealing with the world, you're going to have to deal with it, nigga. Your wife is a hoe. She is. She's a big hoe. What Chris Rock said was correct. She's nasty. And
yeah.
You better link up with Justin Timberlake and Crown River or something, man. But the hell with all that. You ain't getting no sympathy from me. Shit. You Hancock, nigga. You better get strong. Look. Hey, look, man. Will Smith, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. You understand? Go spend a couple $1 million or something. You'll be fine, man. Don't worry about it.
Damn right. Well said, brother. Well said, man. Just to piggyback on what y'all said, it's just so happy. Yeah, Yarma.
I forgot one point, man. Look, that movie Hancock was real. That Will Smith better get away from that bitch.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. The further away he gets from her, he gonna get strong again. That nigga gonna pop out with some shit. He get away from her. Look, it happened to him in what's that movie too, where he was with his little boy and they were trying to sell them robot things. Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah,
look, he got away from that monster.
Right.
He did what he had to do.
That's
you
right.
Understand? So,
damn right.
There you
That's
go.
right.
That's it. I land my plane.
Both sides, bro. Such a heavy point the brothers made, man. And it's so sad, man. It goes back to them scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say, I'm paraphrasing, you know what I'm saying? A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And there's another scripture, again, I'm paraphrasing, where it talks about, you know what I'm saying, how, you know what I'm saying, the wicked woman is given, you know what I'm saying, to a wicked man. You know what I'm saying? And when a man is weak and, you know, and effeminate, and you know, I should have known something was up with that Will Smith when he did that damn 6 Degrees of Separation. I should have known. That movie came out when I was real young. I mean, I think I came out like 93 or 4 or something like that. But when he laid up in a bed, you know what I'm saying, and I don't care if you're an actor, you know what I mean? Like, you ain't never seen Denzel laying on his back, you know what I'm saying, pretending to be that. But Will Smith did it because he wants to be, you know, a thespian. You know what I mean? He's effeminate, and because of that, his woman rules him. And like Yarmark said, like Cap said, she's a whore. She's a whore, and guess what? And she is a predator. She is a predator because she went after her. You know what I mean? Like, you understand how ridiculous that is? Like, you're gonna deal with your son who's like 16's, you know, 19-year-old friend. You know what I mean? Like, and I hate to do this. I hate when brothers do this, but I'm gonna say it. Just imagine, flip that around. Imagine Will Smith went while he's still married to Jada and had sex with Willow's friend.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even be having these conversations. No one would be defending Will Smith when the world, you know what I'm saying, talked about him. Jada's lucky that all that dude said was about her, you know, looking like G.I. Jane. He could have said a lot
Yeah.
worse at that time. And this
Exactly.
dude, you know what I'm saying, took it to where he took it, man. These people are very just out of whack, man. And then all the stuff we heard about how they have this weird open relationship, it's just weird, freaky stuff. That's why they need the truth,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like Cap said, they need precepts, man. Because if you don't have precepts, you're gonna be living like Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, and you're gonna have a bunch of little weird Willow Smith and Jaden Smith kids and all of this. It's gonna be a strange life. That Hollywood is a terrible, terrible place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And speaking of Hollywood and celebrities, the next thing that I saw that intrigued me here, something was going on with Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods is in the news again, y'all.
Damn. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Tiger Woods is in the news again. It seems that this nigga does not learn. He doesn't learn. He doesn't learn.
Oh boy, come on.
So check this out. So Tiger Woods is being sued. Tiger Woods is being sued for some insane amount of money, some 30 million or something like that, by his ex-girlfriend Erica Herman in a domestic dispute. All right. So let me see if I can get this broad on the screen and this fool. Salaki. Bear with me. Of course, everybody, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? To the Chainbreakers Podcast, YouTube, Chainbreakers Podcast. Oh, also, we got the Instagram. We have the Chainbreakers Podcast Instagram. Go to the Instagram. It's Chainbreakers. Was it Chainbreakers _TV? Yep, Chainbreakers TV. Go on Instagram. Make sure you subscribe to that. We're going to get that content up there real soon as well. We're going to be streaming on all these platforms. So make sure that y'all go ahead and do that. Also, make sure you pay your tithes and pay your Passover fee. You know what I'm saying? You seen them promos earlier. Pay your Passover fee. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Let's open this image in a new tab so y'all can see this this lady. Oh boy. No, I don't like that one. Let me get a better one. This one good? That was good. Yeah, that's cool. Yep, just new tab. Shalakia, let me present this. Here we go. There she is. Erica Herman. Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend. They never learn until it's too late. It says, it seems like a domestic dispute between Tiger Woods and an ex-girlfriend has made its way into court. Woods allegedly left her last year and supposedly had her locked out of the mansion they shared on the Treasure Coast, located in Florida. The first lawsuit was filed back in October, but was not previously reported until Wednesday. USA Today Sports managed to obtain court records which reveal that Woods' former flame, Erica Herman, is filing a lawsuit against a homestead trust he has control over in Hobe Sound, Florida. Herman is claiming damages of more than $30 million. In addition, she stated that the trust and its agents misappropriated $40,000 cash that was hers. She also said they made scurrilous and defamatory allegations how she obtained the money. The lawsuit said that Herman had an oral tenancy agreement to stay living in the home for 5 more years after being in effect for 6 years before the split. The records read, the duties that were performed by and expected of plaintiff were extensive and of an extraordinary nature in light of the overall circumstances, and environment in which she lived. In addition, Herman sued Woods and requested the court to release her from her non-disclosure agreement with Woods that goes back to 2017. She insisted that it is not enforceable under the Federal Speak Out Act, which forbids the judicial enforceability of agreements like that in disputes regarding harassment or sexual assault. Just a little bit more. According to court records filed by the trust, Woods established the trust in 2017. Its only possible beneficiaries are Woods and his children. A portion of the paperwork explains Miss Herman was invited to live in the residence while she was in a relationship with her former boyfriend, Eldrick Tiger Woods, who continues to live in the residence with his 2 children. After Mr. Woods recently terminated the relationship, Miss Herman was advised that she was no longer welcome in the residence. Sounds simple, right? Both parties refused to comment to USA Today Sports when asked about the ongoing legal procedure. So Tiger Woods is caught up again, man. Caught up again.
Hey, Salaki Thaba, but he did you just say that he had kids by her?
No, he does not have kids by her.
Oh, okay.
These are, yeah,
He just
these
had
are
kids by her.
these are his kids, I
So
believe, from his wife.
there's somebody else's kid.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's his kids
All right.
from his ex-wife, right? Living
Okay.
in his
Okay.
residence, but he let this woman come stay with him, right? That's why it says
All
she was
right.
invited to live in the residence while she was in a relationship with her former boyfriend Eldrick Woods, which is Tiger Woods. His real name is Eldrick.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who continues to live in the residence with his two children.
Yeah.
After
Okay.
the relationship ended, she was told that she had to go. But now she is trying to pull some kind of legal maneuver. She's, you know what I'm saying? She's saying like, yo, they took 40,000 from me. They doing this. She's trying to get $30 million in damages. If there's
Man,
anything that proves what y'all said about our brothers and sisters in Hollywood needing precepts in the scriptures, this is it. Cap,
good Lord. 30.
what is it that Tiger Woods
He,
does not understand about how this works? Go ahead, Cap.
man, good Lord. I mean, 30 million damages? 30 million in damages. Good Lord.
30
Them some
million.
serious damages.
Cap,
Good
Cap,
gracious.
You too cool, man. You too cool, man. Look at it. Come on with the shades, man. Come on, man. I see.
Hey, I had hey, listen to the story. I had to lift them up. Wait a minute. Damn. I mean, come on, man. Good Lord.
Most
30
bro.
million in damages? 30 million in damages. White people can come up with some numbers. I mean, come on, man. And Tiger Woods, he doesn't learn his lesson. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, he's the rainbow man. He just loves just everything. All the colors are good together. Everybody can be together. I mean, no, it can't, Tiger. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. He need to listen to the truth. He needs precepts. I keep on coming to the same conclusion. Everybody needs precepts. Damn. Come on, Tiger. Come on, Nam. I mean, he got a bank sign on his forehead.
Yep.
Got a bank. That's all it is. The women, they don't. They just want some money from your dumb black ass. Salakia. They just want some money from you. That's all. I mean, come on, look at him. He's the bank man. He got the bank printed right on his damn forehead. Bank. I give money. You know what I'm saying? And Salakia, I give money to white women.
That's right.
I give money to white women. My bank is open all the time. That's a smile saying. I mean, come on, man. Come on, Tiger. I mean, come on, man. You come on. Damn, it's ridiculous, man. The time of it's come. He's gonna do it again. He's gonna do it again. Some way she's gonna weasel some money out of him. Some way. Because she's gonna get somewhere and cry. And how America feels about tears from a white woman.
That's right.
Tears from a white woman are lethal.
That's right.
Tears from a white woman more than a black rich man did to her. Come on, those are lethal. Everybody listening to him. Everybody feels the tears of a white woman crying because a black man did something to her.
Right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody feels the tears of a white woman. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible to put yourself in this situation. You know what I'm saying? You're nothing but a black slave with a whole lot of money, Tiger. That's all. You know what I'm saying? And it's open season on you. Open season on all the black rich men. It's open season on you. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible. Terrible, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me lower my shades.
Damn right. And Yarmak, I'm coming to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want, if you could just speak on this, because here's my thing. I'm certainly sure that Tiger Woods, you know what I'm saying, as all of these celebrities tend to think, this myth of the great, I hope the Passport Bros are watching. This myth of the great non-black woman, the great white woman, the great Asian woman, you know what I'm saying, just the great not black, Hispanic, or Native Indian woman that is just so docile, and she does everything you say, and she listens. You know what I mean? She's not aggressive. She's not, violent. Those are things that black women are, right? That's what black women do. Oh, and she's not a gold digger. That's a black women are gold diggers. You know what I'm saying? Hispanic women are gold diggers. They want you for your money. And what the hell is this? Why does he keep running into the same problem? Who knows how long he was even with this second woman? And now she wants 30 million of his dollars.
Hey, Salakia, Thaba, I ain't mean to interrupt you.
No, please.
Salakia, brother. But that's so heavy what you're saying because, that just really crazy the way the oppressor put that poison in our minds that we will run from our sisters, calling them gold diggers.
Mm-hmm.
And that sickness been planted in us, from so long ago. Did you get rich? Get away from your sisters. They gold diggers. What the hell you think these white oppressors are? What they doing to all every brother, everywhere, in every sport? This same story comes up. Damn, man. Salaki, I just had to get that out because, damn.
Okay. No, for real. Man. So, again, as Cap is saying, it's bugged out. The black woman has this image. Not only is this showing that these oppressor women are the ones trying to get after his money, let's not forget about how his ex-wife beat him upside the head with his own golf club. You know what I'm saying? Even though apparently black women are supposed to be all.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, take it to the streets, nigga.
Please, y'all, Mark, expound on us. Expound on us. Should they take it to the streets? Because what should Tiger have done with the white woman beating him upside the head, and now they're trying to take all his money?
He need to sit there and get his ass whooped by that club. He need to take it to the street. He need to take everything they give to him. Look, that $30 million, he need to pay it. That's right. Immediately, and he need to put some interest on top. And he deserves it. You understand? Tiger Woods, you get no pity from me. None.
Good.
None. Matter of fact, add 10 million and give it to the UPK for you being a dumbass.
That's right.
Being so stupid.
That's right.
How many black people have to go through the same thing year in and year out, and we still don't learn from it, man. And again, right, you're gonna have the spectators out there that's gonna say, well, that's just women. This could have been a black woman who did that. So what? You know what? If it was a black woman who needed $30 million, guess who eats off that $30 million? Her black children.
That's right.
Her black nephews, her black cousin, her black mother, her black father, who got black friends, who buys black business. Black people will strive off that $30 million. But now you know what you've done? You done given some bitch who gonna take that $30 million and she gonna go be on Pornhub and make the porn industry rich. You understand? Like, it's so disgusting and we so weak. And I'm glad you brought out the the passport bros. I'm glad you brought that up, Tabawan, because black men think that it's like an accomplishment to go into these other nations and find a weak, submissive woman. And they think that that's an accomplishment. When I hear brothers talk about shit like that, I look at them as like the weakest men on the face of the planet Earth.
That's right.
That's what you are. That's what you are. I see you. You understand? You play Madden and you put it on rookie. That's what you do. You put on the lowest difficulty ever just so you can have the highest chance of winning. You understand? In the UPK, we use our passports to go into the ghetto, to go into the hurt and the traumatized and the distraught women, and we take them and we rib them up and we bring them right along with us. And we fight to change their lives. We fight to uplift the oppression that's been put on them. We fight to make those women that you run away from to be the most beautiful and righteous women on the face of the planet Earth. That's what we do in the UPK, and that's a real man. That's what a man does. You idiots think to go get some soft white woman not knowing that you sleeping with a goddamn dragon. You sleeping with a goddamn evil, disgusting, wicked bastard that don't give a damn about your people. She don't give a damn about Black History Month. She don't give a damn about Juneteenth. Not saying that we give a damn about those things either, but they can't relate to the pain that your people have went through. They can't relate, man. So I'll take a black woman any day with her mouth, with her baby kids, with her attitude, with all the nasty things she says to you, I'll take that any day, and I'll never leave her.
That's right.
I'll never leave her, and I'm damn sure ain't going to get Becky. You understand? Because when you lose everything to Becky, nigga, that's a loss.
Damn
right.
That's a big L, you idiot. You understand? And I wish I was there. I wish I was there for the conversation because I know at some point he thought about getting a prenup. I know at some point with these women, they think about getting a prenup, and then them white women put that little flat ass on them and somehow seduce them with a pale white skin. You understand? And then get them to not sign no prenup papers. Get the hell out of here with all that, man. Get the hell out of here. If you're gonna play with fire, at least protect yourself, man.
God.
What's this nigga's name? Tiger Wood. Pay the goddamn money.
That's right.
You deserve to pay all the money. It should be $100 million. Let's up the ante. It should be $100 million because you're so stupid.
Correct.
You understand? And then after you pay the money, how much is Tiger Woods worth? Does anybody know?
Gotta be like at least 200 million.
Yeah,
200 million?
Yeah.
You should pay $150 million to this broad. You should pay $150 million.
Oh, I'm sorry. I want to say Salakia. I'm mad wrong. Tiger Woods is worth $1.1 billion.
God damn.
Oh,
I forgot. I forgot. I thought he lost all his money when the old Edomite beat him upside the head. I thought he lost all his money, but no, he's
1.1 billion. You said 1.1 billion.
$1.1 billion.
Come on, man.
Hey, someone tell that white woman to give me a call. I'm gonna tell her to ask for more money.
Hell yeah.
Hell
yeah, man.
He needs to lose all of his money, and then when he looks at his bank account and sees $1.5 million left, then maybe he'll realize how much a mistake it is to go against God's laws.
That's right.
Maybe then he'll realize how much a mistake it is to try to find love and peace in these other nations, man. You understand? So to hell with that brother right there as far as now, man. Maybe he'll come back.
Yeah. If he worth $1.1 billion, I mean, come on. He got the 30 million. He got 50 to give her. Bro, he got 100. I think he got 100 million to give her.
He need to cash at that right now.
You big dummy.
For context sake, if he was to give her $30 million, if he gave her $50 million, he would still be a billionaire. That 0.1 billion is $100 million. He'd still have $1 billion. So as the brothers are saying, give up the money. That's probably why he didn't comment.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the article, it says that neither party gave a comment. He probably just going to give up the cash. Give it up. Give it up. You know what I'm saying? Good night. $1.1 billion.
Give it up like you gave your soul up.
That's
like
right.
You gave your pride up. Just give it up. That's what you used to. Yeah, damn. Homosexual. That shit is gay to me. Salakia.
No, he's a bug out. I remember back in the days, like Cap was saying. I remember when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? In Tiger Woods. Remember when Tiger Woods in the late '90s, in the mid to late '90s, he was on every cover of Sports Illustrated. He was on every Wheaties box. He was, he was the biggest athlete on earth.
Yeah,
period. Like, you know what I'm saying? In the late '90s, bigger than Jordan, bigger than everybody. He was, Tiger Woods, and you know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because whenever they asked him about race, he would say he was what? Cobbling Asian or some nonsense he made up.
What?
Yeah. His dad is a full black man. A full black man. His mother was like, I think either like part white. I know she was like Korean, but I think she might have also had some white in her. But she was definitely was Korean, and his father was black. But he always would say that he didn't want to just be black. Like he was like, oh no, I'm Cobbling Asian or I'm black Asian or some nonsense.
He looks real black nowadays.
Yeah, he looks like a black idiot, a black fool. You know what I'm saying?
Getting
beat upside his head.
He's getting darker over the years. He's getting darker. He's getting very darker. Spiritually and physically. He's getting very dark. He's gonna be, soon he's gonna be as dark as me. He's gonna be real dark. And as much money he do, he's gonna be a real big dumb slave nigga. Just losing money, getting darker.
Damn right, Cap. If I could sidebar, I just want to say just quick shout out to LeBron James, who there's only 3 black billionaire athletes: Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James. And LeBron, of course, is married to a black woman, so I got to give him. You know what I'm saying? I got to give him some props.
Yeah.
He's still with Savannah.
Yeah, that's right.
Props
Yeah,
for that.
that's good.
You know what I mean? But of course, Mike. I think even his wife right now, I don't know. She might be a Northern Tribe sister. I'm not sure, but he be towing the line, man. Mike is funny. He's very, very funny.
I think she
but I
is.
believe I believe she's the devil.
Really?
Ooh.
I believe she's the devil.
Ooh.
You told me the one dude was smiling with the ring like this at the game?
Is that the
and
one?
Mike had that little cheap little look on his face?
Let me see.
Michael Jordan wife. I don't know. She might be a devil. I'm not sure. I think some brothers did some research on that.
Yvette Prieto. Go ahead, bro.
When it pertains to Tiger Woods.
That's right.
Yep.
Yo. Well said, bro.
That's right, man. Boy.
Man, I'm guilty. Put Tiger Woods, insert Tiger Woods' face, like right there somewhere. In my cool fire smoke with his head burning. It's inserted right there. He did it. Whatever she said he did it.
He did it.
White power.
He's guilty.
Dude. He did it. Well said, man. He still got the cool flames. His brother Yarmark is back there. Them flames can't touch him. They can't do nothing to that brother, man. You know what I'm saying? He's in the spirit. Most High in Christ, man. We go.
For real.
I'm still trying to find out. Okay, hold up. I'm fine. Right, Yvette Prieto. Okay, according to this, she's Cuban, but you got to be careful with them Cubans.
Okay, yeah.
Some of them Cubans, they not really our people. Some of them, I'm not saying most of them, but you got some of them that really be Spaniards and stuff like that. So you got to be careful. But according to Wikipedia, she's Cuban, so brothers might have to do some more research.
Yeah. And you got to understand, the white man hangs out in places like Cuba. He hangs out and say, "Oh, I'm a Cuban," because he might have been in Cuba forever. Probably was born in Cuba. You know what I'm saying? White people, man. I remember going to Tijuana, Mexico. I didn't know that many white people were in Tijuana, Mexico.
Right.
I mean, so many white people. Like, God damn, they're cultural bandits anyway. And they fucking just go to every land and claim it's theirs.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you like you said, you really can't even. She said she Cuban. Hey, okay, all right. So she say.
Mm-hmm.
So she say. You know what I'm saying? Because we know Mike, he prefers white anyway.
That's right. He does.
He prefers white. You know what I'm saying? As long as she's a little light skinned, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He prefers the white girls anyway. But,
all the rich black man, he just cannot keep his hands over a white woman. This is insane.
Yeah. It's the slave mentality. He's getting back at the massa.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe they think that they get back at the massa. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
And I'm not letting these broke niggas off the hook too. These broke niggas like white women too. So like out here, bro. I know you right about that. Oklahoma City cap.
You right about that.
Disgusting, man.
Yeah, they be getting man. I be seeing them brothers, man. They be getting them trailer park trash white women, like them white women that got more rolls than a Hawaiian roll packet on them. With missing teeth and smoking cigarettes, and I just I'm like, brother, have you never been to the club? Have you never stepped out to a bar or something? Like we stepped out to a bar not too long ago, and I'm just like, man, like Barakathai Hawaii was shot. Like the Lord did his thing with sisters, man. He really did. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That right there. She looked like the unbuttered Hawaiian roll pack.
Welcome to Oklahoma.
He said, "Welcome to Oklahoma."
Damn.
You see that? You see that dime a dozen? That's dime a dozen in Oklahoma.
She out there in whiteface.
Good night.
That ain't even real skin tone. I don't know what that is. That's something else.
Oh, man. Y'all brothers
white face.
Every time they have sex, it's a threesome. God damn. Hey, look, and I know for the viewers, they may say, man, why y'all talking bad about that woman, man? Man, to hell with that. They've been cracking jokes and making us laugh in barrels for 400 years, man. You got some nerve to think we ain't gonna get no dick back.
That's
To hell
right.
with that. She nasty and disgusting and ugly, and she need to hide from that camera next time the flash come on.
That's right.
Hell
That's
about
right. Damn right. Look at this. No, it's poor brother. I feel bad, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have some horrible. That's a problem with a lot of black men, a lot of brothers, man. Y'all got horrible self-esteem. Your self-esteem is low. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know what I mean? I don't know what your problem is other than that, but you want to get out of these disgusting, you know what I'm saying, wail of an oppressor woman. Now, again, if it's a black woman, it don't matter. She could be big, small, medium, midgets, none of that. You know what I mean? Whatever you want. If it's a black Hispanic woman, get down, brother. You know what I'm saying?
If she white, she fat and ugly. If she black, she big and beautiful.
There we go. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, brother. And don't ask me to explain myself, and don't ask my brother to explain himself. We said what we said. That's what it is. Straight up. Right?
Exactly.
Most High in Christ. Moving right along. Well said, Adawan and my brother. You know what I'm saying? We want to move right along to another story that just made me giggle something. Every time I see this fool, I pretty much have to. This dude's becoming a character. I hope if they ever bring the Boondocks back, I don't even watch Boondocks like that. But if they bring the Boondocks back, they might have to turn this cat into a character if he doesn't already exist. Y'all remember the cat Lamore Whitehead? Remember him?
I remember the name.
Doesn't ring a bell? All right.
I remember that name though. Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you remember a certain incident where a Christian pastor got robbed in the middle of his damn live.
That's right. Yeah, come on.
The same Christian pastor with all the rings. I think he had a Rolls Royce. And
Canarsie, right?
Yep, from Canarsie, Brooklyn. The Floors. Yep, you know that's the one and only Lamore Whitehead. Well, he's back in the news. Let's talk about this. Hold on, let's get the picture up. Bear with me just a moment. Oh, I gotta show him in the Gucci blazer. The Gucci suit. This is who we talking about right here, man. We talking about Lamore Whitehead. There we go. In the Gucci. The Gucci suit. Good night. Here's the article. The article says, lock him up and throw away the key. The feds say blinged out Bishop Lamore Whitehead made his bank account appear to have millions to buy a home when it had less than $10.
Good Lord.
Damn, Lamore. A new federal indictment alleges a flashy Brooklyn preacher under investigation falsified bank documents in seeking to purchase his family's $1 million home. Despite evidence presented by the government, the pastor of Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries vehemently denies any wrongdoing and plans to plead not guilty. On Wednesday, March 8th, Manhattan federal prosecutors issued a new indictment against Bishop Lamore Miller Whitehead, the controversial clergyman who was robbed during service in his Canarsie church in 2022. Within the indictment, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York claimed he fabricated bank records to assist in purchasing his Paramus, New Jersey mansion, the New York Post reported. SDNY prosecutors alleged that in an effort to obtain the mortgage for the home, Whitehead created a fake bank statement saying an LLC he controlled had over $2 million in its account. The feds claimed the 44-year-old actually had a little under $10 in the account. God damn, Lamore. We are going to be fighting those allegations, Whitehead's lawyer, Dawn Florio, said after the indictment was released. Lamore Whitehead will be pleading not guilty when he is arraigned on the indictment and denies those charges. This is not the first time Whitehead has been accused of faking his bank statements for a mortgage loan. He's alleged to have tried to flip the same scheme in 2019. Manhattan federal prosecutors wrote in the indictment Whitehead fabricated bank records for AMS LLC from at least in or about October 2018 up to and including February 2019 in an effort to obtain a mortgage in excess of $1.3 million to fund his purchase of a home in Paramus, New Jersey. One more thing here. Federal agents have been locked in on Whitehead after detaining him in December of 2022. He was originally arrested on 4 charges, but was charged with an additional count of wire fraud connected to his Anointed Management Service, LLC. According to the Daily News, he was accused by the feds of applying for a $250,000 business loan using the same business entity through an online bank application in June of 2018. Damn, Cap. Another one bites the dust. Are you surprised to hear about this Gucci suit wearing pastor?
Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I mean, that's Christianity. That's Christianity. You know, we shouldn't be surprised off anything that happens to a Christian pastor. That's what so many precepts in the Bible saying, "Woe unto the pastors."
That's right.
You know, woe unto the pastors, because they come on, it's so evil. It's so evil. You understand that religion of Christianity? It goes against the Bible. It goes against the Bible. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, they serving Satan in there.
That's right.
You know, so this clown like this, man, come on, a whole lot of them going to fall.
That's right.
A whole lot of them going to fall. What's going on now? I mean, we seeing. I mean, you know, you're seeing World War III in the works. Everything is falling. Everything is going down. You know, prophecy being fulfilled, and these no good pimp pastors, you know, they're falling.
That's right.
They're falling. You know, so this happened. I'm not surprised for this. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was like you waiting for it to happen.
Right. That's right.
You're waiting for it to happen. Even when he got robbed and everything, you know what I'm saying? You knew for a fact sooner or later he's going to fall. Something's going to happen to him worse than him getting robbed.
That's right.
You know, he's going to be found out to be just a liar the way all his pastors are, and just full of deceit. You know, it's just, come on, man. You know, but again, you know, he claimed he had all this money.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and come on, man. He don't even have enough money in his bank account to take his kid to the McDonald's. You know, take his kid to get a Happy Meal. You know, he can get a Happy Meal maybe. You know what I'm saying? He don't have that much money. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. And any money he gets, he's going to be stealing it from the congregation.
That's right.
He's going to get from the congregation. You know what I'm saying? So whatever they have, then he got.
That's right.
You know, that's how you're going to get it. You know, so it's like, it's a joke with these pastors. You know what I'm saying? It's like Christianity is like, you know, it's now the satanic is idiotic.
That's
it's
right.
idiotic. I mean,
that's
it doesn't even make, I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy that we still look at them as people of a high stature. We look at pastors like that. It's crazy we even look at them. You know,
Come on.
You know,
if I could, sir, it's just very, like you said, very revealing. You know what I'm saying? These kind of things we see all the time. It was to be expected. I remember when he first got robbed, a lot of people were like, he probably set it up himself.
Yeah.
Like he probably he probably, you know, was trying to do some kind of fraud. People assume that before even any of these other stories came out. Because we know that these Christian pastors are, as my grandmother would say, are crooked. They crooked. You know what I'm saying?
And so Robert, he's so conniving and evil. Who knows? He could have gone and get all his jewelry and stuff insured and everything, and then just had it set up the robbery.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna get the money back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, man. Come on, man. They're pimps.
That's right.
That's what we call them, pimps in the pulpit. They're pimps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. If I could read a little bit more, it says the $250,000 loan request was denied according to the indictment. However, it is unclear if the $1.3 million mortgage for the 6-bedroom and 7-bath house was ever granted. The indictment states the documents used for the loans were from an entirely fabricated bank account that did not, in fact, exist. Over the past 9 months, Whitehead has made national headlines. First, the preacher hit the news when he was robbed at gunpoint during a church service live stream. After this violent altercation, the preacher reported he and his wife were robbed of $1 million worth of jewelry. Whitehead also was in the press after one of his retired members accused him of scamming her out of $90,000 from her savings and telling her that without a receipt, the money was a gift to him. News of another victim hit the media when one Bronx businessman alleged the preacher extorted him out of $5,000 and attempted to siphon another $500,000 from him to support his real estate endeavors. Whitehead allegedly promised to use his connections to city officials like his mentor, Mayor Eric Adams, in exchange for the $500,000. In September 2022, another incident happened in his church, resulting in the preacher being picked up by police. Again, during his live stream, he left the pulpit and appeared to strangle a woman he claimed was attacking his wife. The woman claimed she was going to research the charismatic pastor and was caught up in the liveliness of the service, speaking in tongues when he leaped at her. Good night. One more, and then Yarmouth, please chime in. More drama has swirled around the bishop, including a charge that he lied to federal agents when the FBI came to his home and knocked on the door. They had a search warrant to review his personal communication devices. Whitehead told the authorities that he had no other cell phones other than the one on him. However, it was discovered that he did. Yarmouth,
Well,
what do you think about, not just what you think about the Bishop Lamore Whitehead, but the scary part is that, his church is filled. He's going to be back in at the church service, if not this Sunday or the next Sunday, soon enough. After all these allegations and all these indictments, his church is filled. People go to his church.
right.
That's the scary part about all of this. Go ahead.
Man, at the end of the day, man, he a brother, man, and he don't deserve it. Now, let me stop lying. Hell no. Shout out to them niggas that routed now. Let me I'll be honest, man. Look, man, to hell with with Christian pastors, man. Like,
that's right.
The fact that it's so shaky to even know the truth about what they're doing, it drives the focus that as to why we should get out of the Christian church, man. It drives it home. You understand? Because we don't even know what they're doing, because they have spent years and years of building up a foundation of distrust through the people. You understand? Like, I was having a conversation with my rib not too long ago, and the topic of tithes came up, and she said, I thought that tithes was, it was supposed to be used to fund the church and to make sure that the building got upgraded and this, that, and the third. And I remember thinking to myself, like, damn, that's what the money for the Lord goes to. And I just remember thinking to myself, and she made another comment saying she remember women using their rent money to give the money to the church. And I couldn't help but think to myself, like, so if everyone dies from starvation, or if everyone is now homeless and loses their job because they gave their money to the church, then what church would the money have? I mean, what money would the church have, Salakia? Where would the money come from if you don't have the people to support it? And that to me just didn't sound right. But it also it's the main point as to why we say Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians need to get out of that scamming church, man, because it's nothing but a scam. It's nothing. You understand? You don't learn anything in the church. You get filled with a bunch of lies.
That's right.
A bunch of hypocrisies, a bunch of just emotional feelings about God, but you have no idea about nothing about the Bible at all.
That's right.
Zero. You still think that there's immaculate conception in the Bible.
Right.
It's not in there.
That's right.
You still think Eve bit the apple.
That's right.
Apple isn't in the Bible, period. You understand? Like, we think these things, and it's not true. You understand? So that's why, brothers like him, good night.
Right.
The Lord, you keep doing what you're doing, and the Lord gonna deal with you. And it's really
that's
like
right.
we making jokes about it, but it's not funny.
That's right.
It's really not funny. It's very serious what you're doing to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. It's very serious what you're doing to our people, because our people look up to you.
That's right.
Your children look up to you, man. Brothers who have been through a lot, who have been through, horrible terrors and live stories that you couldn't even dream of. They look up to you, man. And they try to find hope and rest inside of your words and what you teach them and what you say to them. You're supposed to comfort those people, man, living up in Canarsie, living up in places where brothers like Pop Smoke grew up. You're supposed to fix those people, man, and you robbing those people. You stealing from those people, man.
That's right.
You understand? Like, you lucky the Lord is the man he is, man, because if he was any different, I pray to God that Commander General YAHANNA send me and a couple other brothers to come and see you our damn self, man, because you deserve it. If you deserve whatever comes to you because of the things you've done to our people, man. You understand? And that not only him, all of you Christian pastors, man, all of you, for teaching our people a lot. Teaching our people that God love everybody and we're supposed to turn the other cheek when our oppressor is destroying us and poisoning us and the very land that we built up and the very land that we inhabited before they came over here. You a damn liar. That ain't in the Bible. It ain't nowhere in the Bible that say that, man. The Bible teaches blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians being above all nations on the face of the planet Earth, man. Not underneath.
That's right.
You understand? So that Christian nonsense, that garbage, get that hell up out of here, man. You understand? And keep a tool on you, Pastor. Keep it on you. Because the streets talk, and real niggas gonna stand up, whether they in the truth or not. They see that you full of shit. So lock you for my language. They see you full of it, which is why what's happening to you is happening to you. There used to be a point in time when you wouldn't touch no pastor. Now, the biggest gang member in the world wouldn't go after no religious leader. It used to be that, but now you don't rob too many people. Now, them niggas on them corners, they starting to see.
If I could,
come on.
No, Salaki, bro, no, you saying is so heavy about. Sorry, I mean to cut you off, but this is what you're saying is just so right and so on point. And I just wanted to add this because going back on what you was just saying. The difference being is that a lot of these cats, like this Lamore Whitehead, you know what I could imagine? Now, I don't know his past, but I'm willing to bet that in his past, this dude probably was a fake wannabe rapper. He probably was a wannabe rapper or some dude want to get in the music industry or some cat that couldn't make it as a hustler or whatever. He probably was, you know what I'm saying, in the hood, trying to make his way, couldn't figure it out. And finally, he came to the conclusion, you know what I'm going to do? I'm charismatic, you know what I'm saying? But I'm too soft for the drug game. I can't rap. I can't act, but I'm charismatic. I'm going to go ahead and be a Christian pastor. Because that's what a lot of these cats do. You know what I'm saying? You know me, y'all. I'm from New York. I've seen this many times. It's the same thing that Mace did. When Mace, when it got real, when the streets was on him, and he didn't want to get too involved in them streets, and the rap thing was kind of drying up, he said, you know what? I'm up out of here. Next thing you know, he moved 500 miles away to Atlanta and became a Christian pastor. That's what a lot of these cats do. So when I look at somebody like Lamore Whitehead, it doesn't shock me at all. You know what I'm saying? And that's why guess what? Like you said, Mark, you're right. The street's going to be on you because now there is no separation. You know what I'm saying? You really just a street dude or wannabe street dude. Instead of selling drugs, you decided to sell Christianity, which is actually worse than any drug that's actually being sold in the streets, like Yarmark is saying. So you selling Christianity to people in the black community, and eventually they're going to realize, like, yo, you robbing us, man. There's only but so many indictments you can get. Like, again, you're supposed to be a clergyman, a man of the cloth, as they say, but you got more charges than a drug dealer. You got more charges than a street nigga. Street niggas be like, oh, yeah, I just came home. Yeah, I got indicted. Yeah, I got discharged. How many charges are you going to get for just being a pastor? How the hell does that work? Because you're a damn, like I said, my grandmother would say, you a crook. You are a crook. You know what I'm saying? But you don't see that in the I.S.U.P.K. to Commander General. Y'all might hear something?
I was about to say, I guarantee you, he go to prison, he gonna come out a Muslim too.
Yep.
His faith gonna be so weak.
Yep.
It's gonna be so weak.
Yeah.
He's gonna come out saying Allahu Akbar.
That's right.
Come.
You understand?
Yeah. Come on. No, for sure. These dudes got no gumption, man. These dudes are, you know what I mean, are full. And that's why I'm glad in the I.S.U.P.K. and Commander General we expose these dudes. We don't give them no leeway or nothing. If you want to really, if you in Canarsie, if you're in the floors and you really want to get close to the Most High, you really want to speak to a real man of God, get in contact with Officer 5000 Hazahab. That's who you get in contact with out there in Canarsie. Do not go to Lamore Whitehead. Get with Hazahab. Get with Shaul. Get with, you know what I'm saying, with Captain Tazaria. Get with Captain Katza. Get with them brothers, man. That's who really got the truth according to this Bible. If you follow Lamar Whitehead, who knows? You might end up being an accessory.
Right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I know you don't want that smoke. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? Good night. It said lock him up and throw away the key. Let's see if there's any more on this. He said he'll be vindicated. Sharing his followers, lock him up, blah, 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 blah. Petey Pablo, what? Oh, check this out. This is what he said at the end. He said, Whitehead is confident he will be vindicated, sharing with his followers that the U.S. government needs to take precautions in the investigation into his life. However, many have condemned the clergyman amid the allegation. Looks like he's heading to a prison mansion now, wrote Twitter user at Making RDS. Lock him up and throw away the key, user PD Pablo wrote. After the indictment was released, he said on Instagram Live, for everybody that's praying for me, thank you, man. And for everyone that wished my downfall, thank you. Because the Bible says that God says, I'll make your enemies your footstool. Adding, you got to be careful with touching a bishop. Even if you feel like I'm not one, I am one. And if you become an enemy of God, right, that's on you. Damn. He gave him some precepts, Yarma. Cap, he gave him precepts.
The arrogance of them clowns. Good gracious. I mean, come on. Good Lord, that's just ridiculous.
Good night.
That's ridiculous, man.
No sweat. These guys are crazy, man. Shout out to the I.S.U.P.K or the Commander General YAHANNA, man. We doing it up. You know what I'm saying? We over here on the Chain Breakers podcast. Appreciate everybody for joining us. Go ahead, Cap.
Hey, Salaki, hey, let's give him and some people and these Christians that believe like him. Let's give him a precept.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Ezekiel 13 and 3. Give me Ezekiel 13 and 3.
No, sir. This is the book of Ezekiel.
So I can start at 2.
Okay. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 13.
To everybody, this is the prophet Ezekiel. And then the Lord is telling him to prophesy against something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, brother.
Come on. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 13 and verse 2. Son of man, prophesy against the prophets of Israel that prophesy, and say unto them that prophesy out of their own hearts, that prophesy out of their own hearts, hear ye the word of the Lord.
They prophesy out of their own hearts. You know what I'm saying? This is what Christian pastors do. Out of their own, that means out of their own mind.
That's right.
You know, they prophesy out on the Lord don't give them nothing. The Lord don't give them no visions or nothing. They don't see anything. All they see is the money they can get from you. So they can butter you up and bring you in, and you give all your money to them, and they wear Gucci suits.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they be clowns like this clown. You know what I'm saying? Read on, brother.
Come. Verse 3. Thus saith the Lord, Slaki. I'm trying to get this here. Thus saith the Lord God, woe unto the foolish prophets that follow their own spirit and have seen nothing.
You see that? He just said it right there. See right there. The foolish prophets. That's what it said. The foolish prophets, you know, that follow their own spirit.
That's right.
They follow their own spirit. They don't follow the Lord's spirit.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even know the Lord's spirit. They don't even understand the Lord's spirit. They don't even understand the Bible.
That's right.
But they show up in Gucci suits.
That's right.
Gucci suits and nice cars and big houses and everything. Right. They take all your money, you know what I'm saying, and you stay broke. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a religion. It's a religion that goes against the Bible. When you think of Christianity, don't think of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Christianity is a satanic religion of satanic doctrine that goes against the Bible and keep you poor and suffering while he gets rich and wear Gucci suits.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? They haven't seen nothing because the Lord haven't gave them nothing.
That's right.
You know, go ahead, brother. I yield.
Come. Damn right. Well said, Cap. Well said. Most high Christ, the water for that precept. Y'all better get right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better get right. You know what I'm saying? And you better, you know what I'm saying, get into understanding what these priests and prophets in the I.S.U.P.K. talk about. Don't let what Cap just said go over your head. These Christian pastors haven't seen nothing. They're not giving you they're not giving you the scriptures. They're prophesying of their own hearts, what they feel. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And more importantly, they're prophesying what they know is going to make you give up the bucks. What's making you
Con,
going to give up the looch. That's what it's all
con,
about. They don't go
con,
in there. Lamar Whitehead doesn't go in that church because he's trying to give you something that's actually going to help you. He's going to
con.
tell you what he knows is going to make you feel good enough to give up the lucchini,
Mm.
the money. You know
So,
what I'm saying? The cheese. Go ahead, Cap.
so lock your thought. I mean, you hitting on stuff, man. That's so heavy what you were just saying because that's why they love the women. That's
That's
why they
right.
get to the women because they know the woman is emotional.
Damn right.
So he
Damn
can
right.
say
That's
he can trigger the right emotions that get on them and they like, yeah, that's right, that's right,
Mhm.
that's right. You know what I'm saying? To give all your money.
That's right.
So that's why they love him. That's why he wear the Gucci suits.
That's right. That's
Because
right.
the women is going to look and say, "Oh, don't that look nice? Don't that look nice? Oh, look, that look good. That look nice. That's sweet." They want to hear nice things and stuff. You know what I'm
That's right.
saying?
That's
So he
right.
get all your money. You go and give them all your money, and it's all with emotion. You know what I'm saying? And then
right.
that God-forsaken songs. Good Lord, that's all emotion. That's all it is.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
I
Good
yield,
night.
brother.
Come on. There you go. There you go with the
Look.
Gucci suit. That's it. That's your girl. Yeah, yo, man.
Officer Galata said, what was that precept?
Oh, Con, that was the book of Ezekiel, the 13th chapter. Start at the second verse. It's the second verse to the third verse. Ezekiel 13, chapter 13, verses 2 and 3. Damn right. Con. Most High in Christ. I was thinking the same thing, Kaladazar. Shout out to Kaladazar. Shout out to all the brothers tuning in, all the sisters,
Yeah,
man. Let me do a quick roll
man.
call. Let me do a quick roll call. You know what I'm saying? For everybody tuning in with us. That's right. Damn right. Shout out to who we got? Shout out to UPK. Shout out to Pagaibawa, my brother. Always tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Out there in DC, doing your thing. I seen you at camp, brother, holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the sister, the Robert Pa. You know what I'm saying? She said the best podcast streaming. Most High in Christ. The water, sis. Shout out to the sister Shara Rana. Shalom, sis. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh Shemala Thaba Shemal Shah. Who else we got, man? Shout out to the sister Lachey's Beauty. You know what I'm saying? The water for tuning in. Shout out to Officer of 1,000, Rock, my Ottawa out there in Durham doing it up. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got up in here, man? Shout out to Ibaria. Shalom, Yahabah Shemal Shabbat. Nayam, Shalom. Yahweh Shemar Thaba Shemal Shah. Shout out to Officer Yanazar. Shout out to Trooper Hawan in the building. I'm saying, of course, my brother, Officer Kalat Shalom Yahabah Shemal Shabbat. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Yama.
You missed that comment that she said, y'all better start tuning in. To hell with drink champs, get with the real champs. UPK.
Damn, right. That's it.
Oh, Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ.
And guess what? Drink champs. We got some drinks up in here too. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Most High in Christ.
They're right with the water. I'm with you, Cap.
Man, that's vodka.
Good night. I don't take Cap for a vodka drinker. Not even a little bit.
What you drink, Cap? What you drink?
I drink any good tasting wine.
Most High
any good tasting wine. You know what I'm saying?
Sophisticated with
they got some nasty shit out here. Salakia, you know what I'm saying? It tastes like Clorox. Not that I drink Clorox, but I can smell it. You know what I'm saying? And when you smell some nasty wine, good Lord, don't taste it. You know what I'm saying? So they have nasty wine out here, but some good tasting wine, yeah, that's what I drink. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta link up with Maya Shaw. Yep. You gotta link up with Maya Shaw.
Okay.
Officer Maya Shaw.
Have you tried Officer Taza Doc and Ron's wine?
I brought some. I got 2 bottles here.
Most High in Christ.
Done, yeah. I brought, yeah, nice.
That's the one right there.
Done.
Matter of fact, let me save up my money so I get 6 bottles this year.
Most High in Christ.
Good.
Damn right. Well said, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody tuning in. Chainbreakers Podcast, I.S.U.P.K, under Commander General YAHANNA. You know what I'm saying? Captain Yagarwat, Officer Yarmat, Officer Double One in the building. We doing it up. You know how it goes. So we're gonna get into this last basically story for today. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, I don't know too much on this. We're gonna read about it. If y'all brothers know more, you know what I'm saying, put me on. But has anybody been following that whole situation in Mexico?
God.
Yeah.
Okay, you've been following that, so you can probably help me out a lot.
Hey, it was
Expound
heavy.
on it.
The brother Yashikar.
Mhm.
Yashikar Bun, I believe it's Yashikar Bun Yashikar, I'm not sure, but
It
he
is.
was on the show. He's from there.
Mhm.
He was on the class yesterday with
Oh,
General
okay,
Hyman.
okay.
Oh, the brother dropped some heavy metal. If y'all didn't see that, the brother dropped some heavy metal about that whole situation.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And made it clear. He made it clear that these brothers, I mean, it was so sad because
Mhm.
we was out here. I mean, these Judites went down to Mexico, you know what I'm saying? And it's all about they were they wasn't going in there for no damn what is it called? What's the surgery for the lipo
Tummy tuck,
surgery?
something like
It
that.
wasn't, it wasn't none of that. It was really like they was like dealing drugs.
Mm.
They was dealing drugs, and then and the cartels were like, the brother broke it down and excellent. You know, if y'all got a chance, y'all can look back at that class,
Mhm.
you know, on YouTube. You know,
Okay.
but it was more or less the cartel down there was like really the police
Mm.
protecting because they understand America. And General Muhammad broke it down so good.
Mhm.
They understand America. That they don't want America coming in. America is trying to invade Mexico.
Mhm.
America wants to invade Mexico. So what happened is the cartel was protecting, like this fentanyl was protecting because Slovakia was protecting their where they live because the America is trying to invade Mexico, but these people, these Judites was coming down there getting fentanyl. You know what
Mm.
I'm saying? So fentanyl, that's a deadly drug, that kills people,
Right.
So once the United States can link fentanyl, sales of fentanyl up to Mexico, they can come in and invade Mexico like they
Mm.
do all other countries and
Right.
all around the world.
Mhm.
So this cartel are really they acting like the police.
Mm.
They are
Good night.
protecting their people and their city or wherever in Mexico. They're protecting it, and wouldn't let them come in. So they was at a checkpoint. These Judites was at a checkpoint and drove through the checkpoint
Mm.
and hit ran one of the cartel members over. So the cartel opened fire on them,
Wow.
killing these two brothers, you know what I'm saying? Killing the two brothers, you know what I'm saying? And took over the rest of them and then turned them in.
Wow.
And then it was what made it so righteous is they turned them in, and then I think they turned the other two people that shot them, they killed them. I think they turned them in,
Mm.
but it was like these Israelite brothers, they are trying to protect their land.
Mhm.
They're trying to protect them and trying to protect themselves and their people from being killed by the United States.
Mm.
Because the United States is such evil, in the United States, they are trying to come in and invade Mexico.
Wow.
They trying to rule Mexico. They've been trying to do it for years. They're trying to rule Mexico. And with this, they're trying to set what they've always been done, Judah against Issachar.
Mm.
Now we gonna say, oh, them damn Mexicans, man, they trying to kill us, man. They going in, hey, that ain't right, man. Now we gonna get mad at Mexican, at any so-called Mexican, which is the tribe of Issachar. We gonna get mad at them, and we gonna go and try to get vengeance against them.
Right.
But now we ain't gonna. And then we explain that, man, and the brother, man, he's a mighty brother, man. Yashikar, he's just saying that, hey, that's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We are family. We trying to raise our people. You know what I'm saying? We not trying to set our people against one another.
That's
And
right.
the oppressor has always done that. And now by this story, now all the Judites gonna be like, nah, the Mexicans, they can't be doing that, man, So we supposed to get mad and go against the Issacharites.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? The white man is the devil the Bible speaks of.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Our oppressor, he's the devil. You know what I'm saying? He's going to create all this animosity towards one another. And this is another thing I always was so evil against. This is why I'm so evil against. I mean, I go against. I'm so mad at what slave games do and what mainly boxing do, because I used to be in boxing. It's so evil because they turn Judah against Issachar in the
That's right.
fights. They say what's the best fight? A Puerto Rican and a Mexican. You know what I'm saying? So you put Ephraim against Issachar. So the white man got a way of this. He does it, and it's so evil. It's so evil. And I'm gonna tell you one thing. When I fought in Tijuana, Mexico, and I won, and I beat this Issachar right. So two black brothers, they was with the camera, they was with the TV station, right? They was covering the thing. They went to me and my little brother while we was leaving, and they shook both our hands. And they was these two big tall brothers. They was like 6'5" or something, but they was with the TV channel, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what the brother said was so sad, you know, but I didn't know at the time because of course I wasn't in the truth. He shook both of our hands and said, "Hey, thanks." He said, no, thanks. He said, thanks for whooping that motherfucking Mexican's ass.
Mm.
He said, because so many brothers come down here and get these damn Mexicans whoop their ass. Thanks for kicking that Mexican's ass. You know what I'm saying? We against one another with that. We hate one another with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Two Sharp Mark Johnson, he's a little brother from D.C., used to fight world champion and everything. Man, we used to go to L.A. to watch him fight. Boy, them Israelites was against us all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It was such evil against us. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's terrible. And this story right here is nothing. Stir it up again. It's stirring the pot again.
That's right.
It's stirring the pot again.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? To set Judah against Issachar.
That's right.
You know? And that was so heavy what the brother bring out. That's it. If you could, go to and check that class out. Mm-hmm. Yesterday's class, you know, with General Hyman. And anybody that listening, share that. Share that class.
Damn right.
Go and share that class, because that you got a hardcore brother who was from that same city where those brothers got killed at. He was from that same city, and he drops it down. He drops it hard and heavy on what went on.
That's right.
And it's going to really open your eyes how evil this oppressor is and what he does and the way he's trying to invade Mexico. What the story looks like, look what it looks like. Oh, black people just went there to try to get a surgery. It's no way. The brother broke it down. There's no way that was a place, a land that was. Come on, you know the cartels, heavy with cartels. They cover that land. They are in that land. Nobody goes to Mexico to get surgery in those places. You know what I'm saying? So the story, the media is just so evil. I mean, it's the white man. It's the oppressor. It's so evil. Said, oh, they got kidnapped. Oh, that's so terrible. Oh, they just went there just to get a surgery. Oh, and they were killed. No, that's bullshit.
That's right.
You know, it's evil against our people. Those are people down there in Mexico. Those are tribes of Issachar. You know what I'm saying? They down there. You know what I'm saying? And the oppressor has made their land such a hellhole that. The hell, of course they trying to get here to the United States. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But it's just so, you know, it's an evil, it's so deep. It's so deeper than what the oppressor has been showing on the news. That story is just so deep. It's so deep and it's so evil. It's so evil the way the oppressor is trying to invade Mexico, and our people, we are just so deadly and evil too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? As we going down there getting drugs and getting that fentanyl and shit, it's killing people.
That's right.
It's killing people. And who is it killing? It's going to kill. It's going to kill niggas and spicks. That's what's going to kill.
That's right.
It's going to kill us. It's going to kill us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's so much. It's so evil. That whole plot and that whole story. It's so deep and evil. Against us, against Israel.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And the news can't summon in their mind what's going on. The news can't. You know what I'm saying? But the oppressor, He's the oppressor. He's the devil the Bible speaks of.
Right.
He's going to stir it up. That all these nice people just go in there and they get a surgery. And what? They get killed by the cartel. These cartels got to be stopped. That's what I'm pointing out. You know what I'm saying? And then sooner or later, they keep bullshit like this up, and people believe it. Sooner or later, you're going to see the National Guard's going down into Mexico. We're going to stop the cartel. You know what I'm saying? They want to invade Mexico and take it over. And then next thing you know, Mexico will be just as effed up as the United States in drug problems. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
brother.
Good night. Good night. Yo, Mark. Such heavy metal Captain Ugar just brought out about them dividing us. And of course, with the boxing, it's absolutely true. I remember just real quick. I just remember, watching. I wasn't a boxer like Captain Ugar, but just every time I would watch, when Floyd was really, and I would say his prime, they always played that angle. You know what I'm saying? Always. When he fought Marquez, you know what I'm saying? Whenever he fought Victor Ortiz, whenever he fought a Northern tribe brother, they always played that angle to the point where a lot of times, because his uncle had did the same thing when they wear the big Mexican sombrero and they come in. He called
himself the Mexican assassin.
The Mexican assassin, they always pit the blacks against Issachar or other Northern tribes, when it comes to them boxing, when it comes to them sports. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. The people don't realize just what that does to your psyche. You think it's just a boxing match, but then next thing you know, you carry that bias when you go to other places. And like Cap is saying, this is just fueling the fire in that regard. Fueling the fire when it comes to this feeling. A lot of black people, guess what? They think, and I know this because I've experienced it or heard brothers talk like this. They say, "Oh man, the Mexicans, they racist." Whenever they see the I.S.U.P.K. and they see us, Mexicans is our brothers. They say what? They say, "Oh man, they racist against black people. How they our brothers, man? They racist against us," and so on. You know what I mean? And so it doesn't shock me that they're doing this, but this is a very dangerous, very sensitive situation, as Cap said, because I can see that that's exactly what they're trying to do. They're putting this image up of these brothers and sisters, this sister and these brothers, to show them as victims, as just innocent victims to to what they're trying to spin as this barbaric, Mexican cartel culture or what have you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure your Mark are gonna discuss, man. They just talk.
So Dr. Thought, and it was brought out. The brother brought out that it was they had tracked those the Judites when they came down there. They've been down there in another part that was heavy in another cartel, in a rival cartel. They was down there in dealing with somebody down there in that area.
Dang.
So it's like, we know what it is.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother.
No, con. You know what I'm saying? But Mark, please, and just piggyback on what Cap said about what they're trying to spin, but they're not going to talk about, which the media is only going to give but so much focus and not talk about what I.S.U.P.K. did in the same place in a different way. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to talk about that though. You know what I'm saying? But when you see this, man, and you see them trying to pit us against one another, how much more important does that make the mission to Acuna, the work of the I.S.U.P.K, and so on? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. My question to black people is, when you hear stories like this, right? And of course, we grew up, like Cap said, we grew up with a certain kind of like a hatred to the Mexican brothers. Of course, we know them as the tribe of Issachar and Simeon and so on and so forth. But when you grow up hating them and you so scared of the cartel, like this, like what happened with this story, right? It's supposed to pump fear into your heart. It's supposed to make you scared of Mexico. That's the whole, like our whole life. Like I remember growing up, man, and saying to myself, I would never go to Mexico because of all the things I've seen on Gordrich.com and all of them videos of them, like the cartel chopping off heads and things like Yashikar was telling about yesterday in the class. And I remember thinking, like, man, them Mexicans are a bunch of savages, yo. Like, I'll never go out there. I'm never going to Mexico. And so this story is supposed to drive more fear into you so that it separates you again from the Mexicans, right? But here's my question to you, idiot. How are you scared of the cartel? Right? You've never seen the cartel. You've never met the cartel. They've never harmed one of your family members. All you've seen was the movies and videos on YouTube and so on and so forth. But you ain't scared of the police department? You scared of the cartel, but you just not scared of the NYPD.
Right.
You're not scared of LAPD, DPD, RPD. You're not scared of the people that's actually here murdering you. But you scared of the Mexicans, man.
Right.
Make that make sense. Ain't that what they say? Make that make sense. How the hell are you scared of them, man? Like, the cartel is doing something that black people should have a sense of doing, which is to patrol and protect their own land.
That's right.
We scared of them because they're not under the same foot that we are here in America. That's why you're scared.
That's right.
You're scared because they don't have the police and 911 like how you do. They don't do the things you do here in America, so that frightens you. It frightens you to be a people that is not enslaved. It frightens you. You understand? And so they use stories like this so that when America decides to go and slaughter our brothers, we'll be right there with them, being patriotic as all hell. We'll be patriotic against the Mexicans, man. When the Mexicans are for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. I'm going to pull this background up right here. Right? This background right here is one of the more prevalent images or famous images of the Battle of Alamo. It's a false representation of the Battle of Alamo, because if you go out there and do the research and the history of the Battle of Alamo, you'll realize that the dudes on the left here or your right, the Americans are a bunch of cowards who hid behind their fortress, while the brothers, the Mexicans, came up and did very well slaughter. You understand, to the Americans, man. And so they'll teach you that these were savages. They'll teach us that these were savages and lawless bandits and criminals who came against liberty and life in the pursuit of happiness. When in actuality, these Mexicans were fighting against the liberty of them having slaves in America. They didn't want this. Those Mexicans fought for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. They fought for us, and these people turned around and lied and told us that the Mexicans were savages fighting against the progression of the pursuit of happiness in America, man. You understand? You want to talk about these four brothers, no sweat. You understand? For one, stop trying to buy fentanyl. That's for one. Stop being drug dealers. Don't do that. And damn sure don't go to Mexico think you're going to have your way. Them brothers in Mexico and them sisters in Mexico, they have a right to defend their land. They have a right to defend their land against whoever. I don't care if you black, Mexican, white, Chinese, and alien. They have the right to defend their land from drug dealers. They do. And so you can't go to their land expecting that you're going to get the red carpet because you're American. And that's what a lot of us think we're going to get. You understand? You think you're going to get the red carpet because you're American. I'm an American citizen. You understand? Don't let the white man's pride fool you. Don't let it fool you. You do wrong, and the Lord gonna visit you, man. The Lord gonna deal with you for what you doing, man. You better act like you got some sense about yourself when you think you're gonna travel to these other places, man. But don't take that and turn it into the Mexicans hate black people, man. Don't turn it into that, because every goddamn Mexican video you've ever seen with the cartel, it's always been them killing each other. I ain't never seen them killing black people in them videos.
Right.
Taking it all the way back. I never seen them killing Ray Ray and Dre in them videos, but yet somehow we still had a fear for them. It's because the white man told you to fear them, man. The white man told you that they are against us when they have never been against us, man. They never been against us. They've been against idiots, man, who come into their country thinking they're going to buy fentanyl. That's what they're against. They're against traitors. That's what they're against. They're against thieves and rapists and liars. You understand? That's who's getting their head chopped off. I don't see what the problem is.
Right.
I mean, how many times have we heard in Jamaica, oh, you can't be LGBTQ in Jamaica because they're going to machete your head off. And nobody's scared of Jamaica.
Right.
Why ain't you scared to go to the grill?
That's right.
Why ain't you scared to go to Montego Bay? Oh, I get it. Because you blinded by colorism, you idiots. You idiots.
That's right. That's right.
You understand? Jamaica got a right to defend their land just the same as Mexico.
That's right.
Just the same as Puerto Rico, just the same as Haiti, just the same as the Israelite school of UPK in America, which is why white people can't come inside of our classes.
That's
I pray
right.
you understand.
Damn,
That's right.
I pray you understand. But don't take this and turn this against the Mexicans, man. The Mexican brothers, they love black people. Let's push that. They love black people. They love all blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. The Mexicans are the greatest people on the face of the planet Earth. And those cartels, if you're watching, we got jobs for you here in the UPK. That's what we got.
That's right.
All of the work that you put in, all of the training you've done, all of the skills that you've acquired from the lifestyle that you lived, just like the gangbangers in America, we got a place for you right here in the Israelite school of UPK. So I suggest you get in contact with Officer I.S.U.P.K. I suggest you get in contact with him, man. And you start coming into the truth and change your life. But brothers, you should not hate them for what they've done, man. Otherwise,
that's it.
We'll never live, man, because you've done some heinous things your damn self.
That's right.
How many brothers have you killed? How many daughters have died because of straight bullets that you've thrown? You understand? How many people have been raised without mothers and without grandmothers and fathers and grandfathers because of the drugs that you've sold? You understand that you've sold? How much hurt have you caused? How much destruction have you caused right here in America? But you think to hate a people because they want to protect their land the way they do it. Well, if you're going to hate them with Bloods, let them Crips in there.
Right. That's right.
If you're going to hate the cartel, then Crips, let them Bloods in there. Let them in there. Let them into your cookout. Let them into your meetings. Since you want to hate the Mexicans, of course you'll never do it because you understand what it means to protect your family.
That's right.
Well, I understand it for the Mexicans, man. You understand? But now it's time for us to protect our real family, which is blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. And with that, I'll land my plane.
Damn right. Well said, brother. Well said. Another excellent episode of the Chain Breakers podcast. I just got to say real quick, Salakia Yarmak, that one background you put up, I don't think you was trying to say that he was Mexican, but in case anyone got it misconstrued, Manny Pacquiao is, of course, a Filipino, and I'm glad that Floyd Mayweather beat the brakes. No, you're good. I'm glad Floyd Mayweather beat the brakes off of that heathen. You know But we are talking, but absolutely, as the brother's been saying, Alawam been saying, the way they pit us against each other is just disgusting. I ain't gonna do too much expounding. Y'all said it perfectly, so I'm gonna leave it right there, man. Again, another good episode. Appreciate everybody that tuned in today to the Chain Breakers podcast. I'm not gonna do another roll call. I already shouted everybody out, but make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that y'all get ready for this Passover, man. We less than what we like 2 weeks out, 2.5, 3 weeks out tops. You know what I mean? So by now, if you don't got your stuff in order, man, then I'm not telling you not to get it in order, but you better move fast. Move fast. If you need hotels, I know them hotels is basically gone. If you need arrangements, you can get with Officer Yarmak, right? You said you might have something for them, right, bro?
Con, yeah, give it me.
Con, yeah, get with Officer Yarmak. If you're dealing with that black party, get with Officer Kowal. If the kids party, get with Officer Kowal. You know what I'm saying? It's going down. It's like time is running out. This is gonna be a movie. Yeah. This is going to be a movie brought to you by the I.S.U.P.K, the only official Lord's Passover. So you better be there. It's a requirement if you're black, so-called black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. So before we clip it, Cap, the
cartel show up to the Passover.
Damn right, show up to the Passover.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah, they welcome. They brothers.
Yeah, you welcome. Damn right.
Yeah.
Damn right. But before we go, Cap, you had anything you want to bring out, sir?
And yeah, just everybody get to the Passover and for the brothers and sisters in the school, who come to the Passover, be aware. The Passover demons, they're loose.
That's
They're
right.
loose. They're out. They're trying to stop you. They're trying to stop you. They're gonna come at you. They're all types of ways. Boy, I've been going through it. You know what I'm saying? I've been knocking bop, hitting them, wop, ducking, weaving, bobbing and weaving. They
Cap doing the skills.
They come now. They come now because it's closer to the Passover. You know what I'm saying? Right. So definitely, understand is what's happening right now. It's gonna be every ugly thing that's going to try to stop you from coming to the Passover, or just make things hard for you. You know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and just be strong with it. Be one West up in there. You know what I'm saying? And get ready for this Passover because it's going to be glorious. It's going to be glorious. Right. It's a commandment. All y'all out there, hey, it's a commandment. People that's like not in the truth, not in the school. It's a commandment. Did you come? And you're Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, you're welcome.
That's right.
That's all I got to say. I yield, brother.
Damn right. Most High in Christ. Well, you, Yarmak.
Hey, man, look. Make sure you make it to the 54th annual Passover, man. A couple of brothers just bum rushed me, man. Like you can't tell. They ran up in here, man. So y'all make sure y'all make it there, man. Y'all see the backdrop. The backdrop of course, it's the artwork from Marvin Gaye's album, man. That's that building right there that they in is actually a building that was in Durham, North Carolina. And what's so heavy is that the All Black Party is going to be held in this exact same building that this painting was taken for, was drawn up, man. So y'all make sure, Sadako, y'all brothers, y'all got anything? Y'all came in late.
Nah, man. We just want this, show some love. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right. Hey, Sadak, you hear me?
Christ, man.
Hold on. Let me take it off my headphone.
Hey, Sadak.
Go ahead.
Hey, Shalom, how about you, man? Sadak.
Lord
hey, you know I need that dummy of the week segment back.
Nah, you don't want that.
I need that dummy of the week. No, it was we wasn't ready for it before. I'm ready for it now. Pause. So we need that.
Hey, look, all you got to do is say the word. Because we got enough of them that I should almost have my own show.
Damn right. Most Christ. Hey, less, bro.
Hey, Shalom,
hey, Shalom, Cap. You're in Christ.
Hey, Shalom. Hey, Lord Christ.
Come. Most High in Christ. Yeah, Yarmak.
I said, as far as me, that's it, man. Let's make it to the Passover, man. Can't wait to see y'all there.
All right.
Hey, we're going to clip it there. We're going to see y'all next week, man. Chain Breakers Podcast, same place, same time, 12 p.m. Eastern, every Friday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. Captain Yagarwap, Officer Yarmak, Officer Kowal, myself, Officer 1000 man. We're going to see y'all next week, man. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these brothers go. I'm going to try to play a clip of what y'all did out there in Goldsboro, all right? So bear with me. It's going to take a few minutes, but I'm going to let these brothers go so y'all don't got to, you know what I'm saying, stay backstage if y'all got to head out and everything, all right? So we'll see y'all next week. To the brothers, we say shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barak Thumb, and to the sisters, we say shalom, Yahweh Shemar Al-Thun, Shem Yahweh Shalom.
Shalom. It's that time again, Israel. It's the Lord's 54th annual Passover in North Carolina. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do.
The I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General YAHANNA will be hosting the Lord's 54th annual Passover in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Convention Center. This is something that you do not want to miss. Make sure that y'all bring the entire family.
Oh, you think I'm bullshitting? Wait till I get with you. If I gotta go to ground, I'ma shut the town down. I ain't about to stop until I hit said down. All you gonna see is a lot of men down.
the downtown Raleigh Convention Center. For Blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians. Go to ISUPK.com to purchase your tickets today. $200 per every adult over the age of 17 years old.
We are not the same. No, we not related. I'm not stuck on lit. Death is a vacation. My camp undefeated. You cannot debate. You just want the clock. We just want the praise. I'm just trying to annual pass. April the 1st is coming down. So Raleigh, North Carolina, Commander General YAHANNA has done it again. You don't want to miss this. Pull your shots. Pull your shots.
Shalom, Israel. And when I mean Israel, I'm talking about the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. The Lord's 54th annual Passover is going down again this year, sundown, April 1st at 500 South Salisbury Street in Raleigh, North Carolina at the Downtown Conventional Center. It's got enough room for all of us. The Lord's 54th annual Passover. Last year, brothers and sisters showed up from all over the world, rocking ancient garments and glorious apparel in order to serve the Most High in Christ. Now, it's that time again. Commander General YAHANNA is putting out the decree for all brothers and sisters to show up sundown, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us at the Sheridan in Raleigh, the hotel right downtown. It's at 421 South Salisbury. The Passover is right up the block at the convention center, literally within walking distance. Make sure you pull up. Make sure that you do your due diligence because rooms are going fast and they are limited this weekend. You understand? We have months in advance of preparation. Do not wait till the last minute to get your room. The Lord's 54th annual Passover, Saturday, April 1st in Raleigh, North Carolina. Join us there.
Shalom, Adawan. Let us know where we at, sir.
Now we at a black museum that's in the foundation. We had a museum out here in Snow Hill, which is right next to Goldsboro. It's been being built directed by a lady by the name of Miss Joanne. They've been building this museum up for about 3 years now. So, they just had the Black History Month parade. Out here, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of black people out here. It's not a lot of minorities, or at least the things for black people out here, because this is generally a white populated area. We down in the South, all of this land, you see all these fields. This is where we was enslaved at. So of course, it's not much for black people out here, but you do have a sense of black history, a sense of black pride with things like this, what Sister Joanne is trying to accomplish. So we out here to do some interviews, talk to the people, and also to support, man. So I'm ready to get inside here and see what they got inside this museum, man. But Israelites according to the Bible, and that is our history, our culture, and our identity. So these men right here are brothers. You understand? We got Officer Howard, he's the highest ranking man in this zone. We got Officer Rock, he's coming up from Durham, North Carolina. Different brothers that came, just to help support what we're trying to do out here, which is try to uplift Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, and just make us strong again, because that's really what we're lacking, and I'm sure you're aware of that. So that's pretty much with these brothers. So if you ever see these brothers anywhere, if you need brothers who, came from being drug dealers, came from being gang members, and they've changed their life to becoming righteous brothers and walking in His truth. Understand? So that we can live. So that's what we are.
Y'all engagement.
Brothers, y'all was trying to shout out to sisters. This officer YAHANNA of the Israelite School of U.P.K. And we here right now in Snow Hill, North Carolina with Sister
Joanne
Artist Stevens. And Joanne, of course, you are the director of can you just break it down a little bit as far as what you're doing here with the establishment?
Yes, I am the founder and CEO of Rosenlaw Center for Cultural Enrichment, and I also have a business called Writing History, and I've been working with this since 1997. I actually started the research in the early 1990s, living with my aunt. I moved in to take care of her, and she was one of the first to graduate from the first high school for Black children in Green County. And she had a lot of pictures, a lot of history, and I just gained a great love for African American history.
Okay, and as far as this building specifically, was this historically a school for Black children, or what's the history of this site right here?
Okay, this school here was built between 1886 and 1915, and they're not sure of the actual date because back when they were formalizing education and African Americans had businesses downtown, they burned the courthouse and they burned the Board of Education, and a lot of the records were burned, so we don't have the actual date of it, but we know it was 86, between 1865 or 86 and 1915, based on the geological map that I have right here. And this area was called the Kidnappings. It was the land of Native Americans and indigenous people. So this here was a school, and it was a two-room school. It was a rural school, an elementary school. It only served elementary students, and a lot of them didn't go beyond the third grade. Because when they formalized the high school, it went to the 8th grade. And here is the partition that partitions off the separation, the dividing of the rooms. That was a room, and that was a room. We had two teachers in here. And not only did they teach, they helped grow gardens. They taught children about religion. They covered the whole basis of what we needed as a people. So this it is a historic site. They have not yet agreed to put it on the National Register, but we're working on an African American historic tourism trail, and it will be a part of that.
That's heavy. When you say what is that right there?
This is the map, and it shows former Best Chapel School, and it says Contentia vicinity, and that's very important because Contentia Creek follows behind here, and the Battle of the Tuscarora War was fought here. So this shows that it was in and basically.
Okay, that's heavy. I think it goes without saying that Sister Joanne here, would you consider yourself to be pro-Black? That goes without saying, right? I understand. So, as it pertains to Black History Month, do you believe that Black people should have more than 1 month to remember our history here in America?
Of course, most definitely. History started with Black people. Al-Kabulon is the oldest indigenous name, and it took on the name of Africa, and it's the mother of mankind. So why should we not celebrate Black history every day and uplift it all the time? Because I think it's important that even our nation and world begin to embrace that we are. They did come from Black people.
So do you believe, as it stands today, do you believe that minorities here in America, and by minorities I mean Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians, do you believe that as a people we are oppressed here living in America?
Most definitely. Racism, discrimination, and equity exist in all areas of our system. Supremacy was a system that was developed, like I said, with the partition of Africa, with the Berlin Conference. They had psychologists and sociologists and all of that to come up with a
race-based, initiative to eliminate and to suppress and to control minorities. And Europeans were at the helm of it.
Do you believe, or could you ever foresee a time where minorities in the near future or in the future in general will ever need to segregate again from America because of the oppression?
Well, I know that initiative was sought out at one point, but I believe that God is going to raise us up in the midst of our oppressors, because I can't reap the benefits of the issues that my ancestors experienced if I totally separate, if I go somewhere else. So God is going to raise us up in the midst. And we're going to be blessed right where we are. And some may separate, and that's okay. Some are making the trek back to Ghana and all of that, and I mean, I'm not against that.
Well, you mentioned the separate as far as leaving. I guess more so my question is, with segregation, I mean more so the American culture, the American way, their holidays, their lifestyle. What do you think that there would be a cause for Black people to find their own culture, to stop celebrating American holidays, to stop living the way that America, forced us to live through way of slavery, through way of religion, and to go back to our own culture and to live that way here in America?
Yes, that's very important because America established a lot of holidays, a lot of systems and everything that are pro-Black, that are contrary to what's true. It's propaganda. I talk a lot about propaganda, and it's really important that we embrace and uplift our culture through activities, through holidays, through education, after-school programs, summer camps, religious programs. Yes, we need to uplift our culture. I don't believe that we have to assimilate. And that's an issue that I do see within our culture. A lot of our African Americans are assimilating. What I mean by assimilating, to get what they want, or to fit in, then they take on that chameleon effect. They become what they see or what they want to be and forfeit who we are. And that's the issue, and that's the problem.
Since you gave a lot of good answers, I appreciate you having us here. Just a little bit about us. We're the Israelite School of U.P.K. So, of course, we're Israelites. We teach that Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true biblical Israelites. And we recently just opened up a school ourselves. That's right. Yeah.
Right.
So we recently just opened up a school ourselves, not too far from here, on Free Gospel Road. Yeah, so we're here, you understand, to help. You're doing a good thing. I want to give the sister her flowers right now. Y'all can give it up for her. Hold on. It's definitely a beautiful thing to see Black people, especially, strong Black women, to try to hold on to the history that we have, the little bit of history that we have that hasn't been tainted by American propaganda, you understand, like you said. And so I just want to say, Dawada, again, that's Hebrew for thank you to you. And we're here, so we're doing a lot of work, we're doing a lot of food drives. We're trying to get up inside of the prisons and going in there and trying to help those brothers in there. But if you need anything, you can give me a call if there's anything that we can do to help with building up the park or, making sure that you got what you need here so you can keep doing this. You can give me a call. And, if we can help, we'll be there. But I appreciate it. Make sure you tell them that we the true Israelites.
Stood against all enemies. In high school, you was the man, that's lost memory shit. Lost energy, never lost my energy. Never lose control, never losing, dog, I plan to keep. You lose your mind where I'm from, I ain't talking from what you see. I never lost soul, losing times, wasting steady pace, and you off track, I'm on there.